Hello guys, so today I'll show you how to cook Nigerian stew without frying anything. But before we begin, help me like, share and comment on this video. So we'll begin by seasoning our protein. For the protein, I'm using chicken. You can use any protein of your choice. I'll begin by seasoning it with some onion, some thyme, some rosemary, garlic and ginger powder, seasoning cubes, salt, pepper to taste. After adding all those stuff, you can add any other stuff you like to use and season your protein. After adding it, just stir it, add some water and start cooking your protein. While that is cooking, we'll go ahead and prepare our stew base. You can see my tomatoes. I sliced it into some shombo pepper. This is dehydrated shombo peppers, some onions, some garlic, and some ginger. I'll go ahead and pour all these things into this pot, then cover it and start cooking. You don't need to add any water. You cook it till those stuffs, to all these tomatoes and all these stuffs here start releasing its own water. Once it releases its own water, that is cooking, we check on our meat. Like at this point the meat is done, so go ahead and bring out the meat. You either fry or grill the meat, whichever one you like to do, but me, I prefer to grill my meat. So I'll go ahead and grill this meat and keep it aside. So you can see the tomatoes have released some water, so I'll go ahead and sieve it out. Sieve out this water. You don't need to use this water to cook because it tastes bitter and sour. So just sieve out the water and go ahead and blend all these stuffs. After blending it, then you start cooking your stew. So next is to add your cooking oil into a pot, then add your onion immediately. You don't need to allow the oil to get hot before adding your onion. Then immediately after adding your onion, you add your blended pepper and tomato base. After adding your blended pepper and tomato base, at that point, you can now start adding all the spices you like to use and cook your stew. But for me, I didn't add any further spices because I already added all the spices I needed when cooking my meat. Then after adding those spices, then you cover it up and start cooking. You need to cover it up because this method of cooking stew, the stew splashes a lot. So make sure you cover it up. Then when you must have cooked for like 5 minutes, you open it up. Before opening it up, make sure you lower your heat to avoid splashing. Then you open it up, add your meat stock. After adding your meat stock, depending on how thick you want your stew to be, after adding your meat stock, then you adjust with some pepper. You add pepper, some seasoning cube and some salt to your preference. Then after adding all those stuff, you cover it up again and cook it for like more 2 minutes. After cooking it for like 2 minutes, you add your protein. You add all the protein you prepared earlier. After adding your protein, then you cover it up, cook for more 2 minutes. Then you add basil leaf. At this point, this adding basil leaf is optional, but I really like adding basil leaf in my stew because of the flavor it gives my stew. So after adding the basil leaf, just cover it and cook it for like 2 minutes. Your stew is ready. But if you don't like to add the basil leaf, you can totally skip it. It's fine. So guys, you can see that stew is ready. Go ahead and pair your stew with rice or any other thing you want to eat it with. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in my next one. Bye.